experience life. Why we come to experience life? Why we don't have to experience? Why do we even come to this body? We come to this body. Why? Every morning we come to this body. You say, I am this is me, that is after. But first, you are not your body, you are not your mind. You are first waking up, and your I comes with your consciousness. Simultaneously it appears. The time that we come here or go anywhere, any ashram or anything, is to find out where we began and how wrong we have gone, or how right must have gone. So first is we have to assimilate how did we come to be, because we have misplaced this idea of this me and I and me, because we take this mind and body to be me. But you perceive your mind and body. You cannot be you and at the same time be perceiving it. Something you perceive, it has to be two. You and the one that perceive it, object, subject. So you cannot be the one that if you can perceive it. You are that which is beyond which you perceive. It is a fact. If you perceive this flower, if you perceive this body, if you perceive this candle, you perceiving it. You cannot be the candle. You cannot be this body. Why? Because I see my body. Because my body came after me. This is what is important. So when we wake up in the morning, consciousness arises, I arise. I is only consciousness. It's not I, me. This I, me is not true. I and me is the same thing, is consciousness. Why? Because you have to be conscious first to happen anything in the life. But before sleep, before you wake up, there is sleep. But where is that consciousness? You are dead there, you don't exist. We say we are living 24 around the clock, but we don't talk about the 8 hours or the 7 hours we are shutting down. That's not part of your life. That is part of your life, very much so, because without that part you will not function this body. So that part is the one that you can come home totally. There is something ground always here, even when you are conscious, always a still place within you that it doesn't move, it doesn't come and go. It's not an experience. All the experience appearing in it. So, that ground is here even right now. So the mindfulness is that we come to know who we are and being, trying to stay there. Keep your attention there. Our attention is the key for us to succeed, to come to realize who we are. When the attention goes, we say, I go. But you come to perceive your attention also. So when you come home in, you see everything, even my attention, my body come and go. My feelings come and go. My happiness come and go. My sadness come and go. My love come and go. My life come and go. My children come and go. Me come and go. I take it to be myself come and go. So where is the place that you are perceiving with all this coming and going? There is something that is not moving. It doesn't come and go. It doesn't have a shape. It doesn't have a birth or a death. It's always here. It's always exist. It's just you need your attention to come to this, so that you know that you perceive everything is coming and going, but I am not. I don't come and go. I don't die or born. I don't have a shape. But for you to come to this, you need to empty and empty and empty and empty and empty, because that itself is the beyond intellect. It has to come. You have to come home to this, to feel the taste of true life, of true living. Because we are caught up. We have come to know our past. We have come to know our future, what we're going to do. So the person has born from I, me, and you're gone with it. Every day we do this. We have not taken time to go back home to see where I am coming from, not this body. You know you're not this body. You know that this body is moving, but there is something inside you. When you look at the mirror, there is something, it's not getting old. Of course your body is getting old. Of course you don't want to even say that I'm getting old. Because you refuse. Why is this refuse? It's not because you don't look good. No, it is not because of that. There is something inside you doesn't get old. It's not even born to get old. It's always the same. That's refusal. Everyone has it, even though you're spiritual or not. This refusal you have, you deny, you don't want. No, I am not dying. I don't want to die. Of course, everyone says I am coming to an end, but I refuse. Why? Because there is something in you. Don't die. There is something in you. You don't get old. You know that in your heart. But how are you going to find this? From outside? No, it cannot find from outside things. From your husband, from your wife, from your kids. Maybe I get a biggest house, maybe I go there, go here, I study the higher studies. Do I get that? No, we don't get it anywhere from anything like that. You come to know this one through coming home. Coming to have a small effort in your day, daily, to sit down, to say, where I am appearing. This me that I'm appearing, where is it appearing from? There has to be some ground before I wake up. Why? When you went to sleep, you were not saying I'm breathing. Breath really happens. If you are the one who breathing, when you wake up, you'll be dead. Why? Because you were not there to breathe. These things we are not contemplating, we take it so grantedly. How you say I'm breathing? How you say that this is me? Because you were not there when you were sleeping. What you were dead? No, you were there. Then how you know that you slept? When we wake up, we know very well you slept. You don't have to look at your bed and say, I slept. No, you don't have to say that. You know there is something knows you slept. That is where we are going today. So when I talk like this, I do not want you to understand. Understanding doesn't help. Understanding is in front of you. I want you all to experience from your heart. Go within. When I go step by step, go and feel, see, experience right here, right now. Why? It is right here, right now, all the time. Even it's here more than you're being here. It doesn't go anywhere. We are the same thing, and everything is the same thing. It's just that we are too busy. We are too occupied with our thoughts, too occupied with who we think we are, too occupied with our future, too occupied with our past. So we are completely lost. Even before you get up from the bed and go to the kitchen, you're already occupied. You're gone. So that's why I tell, when you wake up, don't go immediately with your eye. Reflect. Take just 2-3 minutes only. Just reflect. I am conscious. I am, but I am conscious first. I am conscious to say that I am. I see myself now because I am conscious. If I don't have this consciousness, how will I perceive this? I don't perceive my child. I don't perceive the world. I don't perceive anything. I can't because I am not conscious. So, in a way, you know also you're conscious. Isn't that beautiful? You say I am. I am means I exist. I means consciousness. Am exist. I am means I exist. How you know you exist? If I ask someone, how you know you exist? Just like sleep, that knows you slept, that knows I exist. That which is the ground perceives you that you are conscious. I know I am conscious. That's why if somebody give you an injection for a surgery or hit somebody on the head, that you go unconscious, you are going into unconsciousness. You even know you are going into unconscious because there is something before consciousness. Where is this? Somewhere location under the mountain? No, it's just here within you, without you. Even without you. This is the true self who we are. We are beyond form, beyond name, beyond shape, beyond color, beyond country, beyond my parents, beyond my kids, beyond everything that you see and perceive. Because why? You perceive. If you are perceiving, how can you be that? When you look at your hand, a hand is not looking at you. You are looking at the hand. So you perceive. You cannot deny that you are not perceiving. So mindfulness means you coming home, being presence. Presence is also the same thing as called consciousness. So we start from consciousness first. We are not going beyond. But when you stay in your presence and you are conscious, you come to realize there's something else seeing conscious. So we don't have to go and search for yourself. You cannot search for yourself because you are. That you cannot see and tell that's me. Because if you see and say that is me, it has to be true. When you say I am, it is here. But you cannot see yourself. You cannot perceive yourself. You cannot touch yourself. If you say this, you're touching yourself, no, you're touching your body. You have no form. So you are perceiving everything it's the universe within you. It's the universe within you. So everything happens in the universe. It's a part or not a part. It's like happening, not happening. This has no effect on what you do. This has no effect what you think you are. Your bad thoughts, good thoughts, low thoughts, high thoughts, you don't have. There is no effect for the true self, who you are, for what you do. But we can be conscious of what we are. Because why? This is a temple that with consciousness that we are here to recognize that's your true self. Without this, you cannot come to know who you are. Because that itself doesn't know itself. That itself cannot know that self. It can only know when it's been reflected. How are you reflecting yourself? From this. This you know you are. Something else beyond this knows that you are. So this is a reflection. This is not you. But we take it to be very seriously this, and then you become so personal. And everything going to hurt and happy, sad, is going to happen in these two different things, black and white. Every time the life is black and white. Why? You cannot come beyond black and white. You need to be able to come beyond both. Then you have peace, then you have love, then you perceive everything else and everyone else the same way because you perceive yourself first this way. So it's important that you perceive and you love yourself first, then you love others. It's like if you can't swim, you cannot save anyone. So it's the same way. First you save yourself and you save others. The most important thing in our life that we have missed, we have already missed, and our generation is going to waste. There's so much of depression in this world and committing suicide. So young generation, why? What a waste. What Lord has given you all, what has Lord has given to us. We have misused for our story, for our way of walking our life, and this is my idea, this is my dream. I don't like you, I like you, and I hate you, and I like this. And so much politics in this. It is politics. It is, I can call that politics, because it is just such sad that we create this our own world in such way. You do not have to meddle with anything when you know yourself. Why? It is just is fine. It is okay. When the wrong time comes, when you're sad, of course you shout, you cry, you shout. It is all your emotion. You're not going to subside it, stop it. No, you're not going to do that. But while doing that, there is something inside you. You know what you are. You don't have to go dying for that. No, I am feeling it. I feel it at the moment, but it's okay. It's fine. I am sad. I'm losing someone. I'm going to miss my mother. I'm going to miss my father. I'm going to miss my child. She's going to live only one day today. Tomorrow she will be passing. Of course, we feel sad. We feel emotion. We feel happy. We feel all of this. But we have to know within our heart what we are. So that means even though you cry, you know that one who you perceive also. It's only the body that I perceive, because that is the only thing I can see. I only miss that person's body, but that person is beyond that body, no? Because he's not inside when he died. He's not conscious. Where is the consciousness gone? Poof, gone. So he's gone. He's not in the body. So you need to start learning to love people in a true way. For example, this is what happened to me. My father passed away very suddenly. I was so angry with myself, and I was so angry with him. Why? Because he didn't take care of himself. If he has taken care of himself, he would have stayed with us more longer. So he has been with me for a short time. He left and he died. He got a heart attack. He didn't have much time. It was like that. It's like lightning coming in. They took him away. It's like somebody came and robbed him and went. I came home. I was so mad. I was almost lifting him from this coffin. I was so mad. I was swearing at him. I said bad words to him, and I said, you left us because you were selfish, because you didn't take care of yourself. And how dare you can go like this? How dare you can leave me this way? I'm not even married yet. How dare you go this way? Such anger at the beginning. Anger with God, anger with my father, anger with everyone, anger with people who didn't tell me. But I was fainting. I was coming on. I was fainting, and they put me on a drip because I couldn't face. My mind is refusing to face this. And then what happened? Something came to me that moment. Something came, asked me a question. You love your father this much. Do you love your father beyond that body that you see? I opened my eyes. Yes, of course I love my father beyond his body. I love him more than I see. Because then I realized, if you love your father beyond your body, you should be able to love him the same way you loved him before, right now. So he died, you don't love him anymore. No, you love him same way you loved before. Why? Because you start loving him beyond that body. What a beautiful love is that. When you love someone beyond that person's, how that person looks like. That is connection. That is pure connection from you to that pure connection to that one. It's the same. There is no separation because the body was separated from you. It's not. Why it is not? Because it's the same place that it perceives that body. It's same place that perceives this body. So if you can say that I love you more than that body, that means you have connected that person as yourself, because you are the same place that you're perceiving that one. That connection happened to me that night, that day, that evening. I stopped crying. I never fainted again. I was fully awake. I was crying, but I was smiling because I knew my father is everywhere. My Father is everywhere and within me. Nobody can take him away from me. Because why? I am the same thing as that. And he is even here now. Why? That's consciousness. That is not the body. If you start loving people as who they are and as you think you are going to face such sorrow in life that no matter what, you cannot avoid that. Why? Because you perceive yourself as a body and you perceive the other one as a body. Because we perceive not from ourselves, we perceive from halfway. We've gone 2-3 steps ahead to perceive ourselves and we perceive someone in the wrong way. That's why we suffer. We suffer because it's unnecessary to suffer. We don't have to suffer that way. That realization came. I don't know what the grace of God got that to me. Because I had that much deep love. And it's all, my hatred went away. It just all went away. It was like washed. And I was forgiving myself and forgiving my Lord. And I said, sorry that I spoke this way to my Father. Because I now know that He's not separate from me. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, grace, that you showed me that day. That was my search begun. What am I? What I felt that night, what was that? There is something beyond me, reached me. That wasn't me. I was totally out that day. I cannot even think straight. Who myself, I took it myself to be. That was a mess. But there was something who approached me. That was me. That approached me and that said that you love him truly then. Don't love halfway. Because we say, I love you, you don't love that person truly. Because you don't know who you are. Doesn't matter how much you say that you are wrong. You can say, I am wrong. No, I love that person. No, you don't. Because you don't know who you are. You don't know how to love yourself first. When you know this truth within your heart, you know who you are. That's the same thing in that one. Even that person you don't like is same thing in that one. You may not agree that body mind, what that body mind do, but it's the same thing. That the ground of conscious, that which you know that you are conscious, is you. That has no war with what you do. That has no hatred for what you do. That has no division for what you do. That has no saying that you came from here, you are a woman, you are a man, you came from this. No, that has no division at all. That waits for your life. Life after your life, that waits and that waits until you look back in. How many lives you have passed like this without seeing this? Isn't this the time that, isn't this is the life of the value of this life that we have to know this? Yes, I would say yes. Because I cannot pass this life without knowing this. My purpose of my life is to know what I am. Truly, not what my father said, not what my mother said. No, not because I am stamped with my name or date of birth has given to me. No, I have to know beyond that. Because if I am beyond that, only that I know I am beyond death as well. So that is the time when you are sleeping. That sleep state is the state that you are even after you drop this body. Lord has given this thing called sleep for every living being. Why? For you to contemplate. Why? Take the value of this sleep. What is this break that you have? Have you counted this break that I am has not continued for 24 hours? You can't say you are for 24 hours. 8 hours, it's not you are dead. What has been that 8 hours then? 7 hours that you slept? It seems like you're dead. No, you are not dead. you know you slept. This ground we have to touch while consciously, not by sleep. Put your attention to your neck. Put your attention to your shoulders. Put your attention to your arms coming down. Put your attention to your palms and your fingers. Each finger, put your awareness to your each finger. Come back to your shoulders from your hands. From your attention, go to your back. Massage your back from your attention. In a circular motion, massage your back. Your whole back, complete back, circular motion. Come to your chest. From your mouth to the throat and to the chest. Attention. Go to your stomach. Give a little attention to your heart as well, that is beating from the day you are born. And your liver, kidneys, your stomach. Put your attention. Give so much love to that. That this body is healthy and alive. And I'm grateful for this body so I can experience the opposites. Come down to your legs. Massage your upper legs until up to the knees. Back of the leg, front legs, from your attention only. You're not going to touch your body, just your attention only. Then your knees, attention goes to your knees, both knees, circular motion. Go to your legs, below the knees. And your toes. Your feet underneath the feet. Feel the underneath the feet. Top of the feet. Slowly come up again to the knees. With such love, such appreciation to this body that Lord has given you this healthy body for you. Come back up the knees, through the legs, where you are sitting down to your buttocks, and then stomach again, your chest slowly up, your shoulders, your back, back of the neck, mouth, your tongue that you taste all the food that you eat, your nose that you're breathing your oxygen and taking out toxins, the eyes that you see the light, the ears, massage the ears from your attention that you hear, your cheeks, bones, your forehead, your top of the head, circular motion, back of the head. And now slowly come to your breath. No changing the breath, just as before, normal breathing, but you're conscious of your breath. Just stay here, keep your attention in your breathing. Let everything come, let everything go. Your awareness. Anything can come, anything can go. You are not going with it. You are with your breath. This is the presence that I was talking about. This awareness, this presence is the one is aware of your body, aware of your feelings, aware of your sensations that you felt in this body a while ago, aware of the outside noise, aware of your thoughts, whether it's good or bad, and you are aware of your breath. You are beyond all of this. That's why you are aware. That's why your attention can be there, because you are not that. You are beyond that. We have so much judgments in our minds. Good and bad, we have such judgments in all our thoughts. But we are not doing that now. We are only aware. We are only awareness. Your attention in the breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. If you see here, so many things are happening. Breathing happens, feeling happens, hearing happens, sensation happens. But you are just here without all of that. It's only a happening. It's not a doing. You are not doing anything. You're just being in this present moment, which is always here. Learn to be here more and more in your life every day. When you learn to be here, your attention, even your mind, start loving it. Why? It takes a rest in here. Learn to stay here. Whatever comes, whatever goes, let it come, let it go. You are like the TV screen. Things are happening, but you are not what is happening. You are the consciousness. When there is a waterfall in the TV screen, the screen doesn't get wet. When there is a fire in the TV screen, you are not burnt. It is only an appearance in you, not as you. Learn to see but detached. Be the witness within you. Be the knower of you. You are only the knowing. You are the knowingness. Come to this ground. Do not follow even your attention. Keep your attention at your breath or your presence. It's the same. Learn to watch but effortlessly. Learn to be the witness of the appearance. You are not an appearance. You are the consciousness which everything appears. Even you appears in the morning to this. Stay here. This is your beingness. You are a human being. You are not a human doing. Learn to be every day. 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. Take it and rest here. Remind yourself who you are every day. I am not what appears to be. I am not which anything appears. I am not that. I am the knower of the appearance. I am the knower of the appearance because I am conscious. I am the consciousness. Without me being conscious, I cannot perceive anything. There is no fight for you here. No dislike or like in anything. Even though you say it, I like, or you don't like. Still in your heart, you know that it's only an appearance in me. This is your strength. This is the love for you. This is how you start loving yourself. Everything is an appearance. Test yourself and see. When a thought comes, experience yourself. Before the thought came, you are here. During the thought, you are here. When the thought is gone, you are still here. What is that? It's always here. Which the thought come and gone. Something is grounded here, it's not moving. That knows the thought came in the during the thought and the thought is gone. Stay there. Don't get entangled with appearances. Stay here. It is like a huge hurricane. Everything else is a huge hurricane, but you are the eye of the hurricane. The center of the hurricane doesn't move. It can be a hurricane around you, within you, but not as you. That doesn't move. Why? Because you were here before it came. You are here during. You are here when it's gone. The one who is here, there is no shape in that. You cannot perceive that as you're separate from it. You are that. You are that ground that you know you sleep. You are that ground that you know that you're dreaming. You are that ground that you wake up. You are that ground that you take yourself as me. You are that ground that you take this body to be. You are that ground that knows your name and your date of birth. You are that ground which you know your past. You are that ground which you know you are here. You are that ground you know that your future. You are that ground you know that this body getting old. You are that ground knows your parents, your relationships. You are none of them. You are that ground only. Without that ground, you cannot be. This you cannot be is the one you take it to be. That cannot be without this ground. That's why I say, that's why the Lord said, everything goes, but I am here. If you love me, if you leave you I am, you come to know that you are one with me. Your kingdom of heaven is within you. You are the kingdom of heaven. You are not perceiving your kingdom of heaven. Your heaven is within you. You are that heaven. You are that love. It doesn't appear and disappear. Everything else appear and disappear. Do not get attached to the appearance. You can still say I like and you don't like, but in your heart you know it is only an appearance. Detach here. Love everyone like this. First learn to love yourself. Come to your breath. See your breath. Chest is going up, stomach is expanding, going in. You're not doing it. You are only aware of it. Appreciate that you can perceive this. Let the mind come, let the mind go. You are aware of your mind, you're aware of your thoughts, you're aware of your I. You're not that. Perceive everybody and perceive this world this way. Don't judge. Don't judge. If you keep quiet in this presence and be aware and mindful, you will see how much of judgment you have in your mind about things. Everything we judge, consciously or unconsciously, we judge everything. If you are quiet, you will see how your mind is judging. So that's why I said, if you are quiet, that means you are not the mind. Mind will judge. You are not. You don't have to go with it. Be in this ground. This ground is you. This is surpass your birth. This is surpass your death. I just wrote some few things from my... I write things when I meditate. It's not coming from my mind, it comes from somewhere else. So I put it down, and sometimes I can read but I put it down, sometimes I can't read but I put it down because I'm half asleep. I just jot it down next to my bed. So it comes from somewhere. I sometimes wake up. It seems like I can see I'm sleeping. I'm watching that I'm sleeping. Because I meditate so much, I can surpass sleep. So I'm that which is I see, I sleep. So because of that, I can write. But when I wake up, when my mind is up and when I has come and consciousness arises, when I read, it seems like somebody else has written this. It's not me. It cannot be this deep. Because I didn't write this. I has taken to be, I didn't write it. But that has the power to write it. And it's everywhere. And I have to in fact rewrite it. Some of them I can catch, some of them I can't. I have no meaning to say it because I don't know how I can put that into a sentence, into tell you. Because whatever I can catch, I wrote it. So I thought I will share this. So I wrote it under mindfulness. Mindfulness is coming to the self, to your true self. You are already that. You don't have to become that or find that or find a way to go for it. You are already that. What is freedom? What is enlightenment? And how to control the minds. Some say it can be controlled, and some say it cannot be controlled, but it can control by certain practices. So let's talk about this first. I have added something after to make it proper. For some words, I don't know what I wrote. So, what is mind? And where it originates from? Let us start. Mind originates from consciousness. Before anything, before any manifestation, before any beginning, it has been nothing. You are yourself no thing, that is consciousness, without any limitations. From the thought arises, so this thought needs a vehicle. It's like the ocean. Consciousness is like an ocean, and mind and thought is like the wave. When the ocean is still, but when the wave rises, you put a name called a wave, because it was born from the water and comes to the wave and comes to the shore and go back. So when the wave begins, we have born, and wave come to the shore and go back, wave is dead. But it's all water. It's the same big sea, ocean underneath. But when the wave rises, we call, this is me, has born. And then wave come, we go back to the water. So mind and thought is the something as the same thing, and it need to express and need a vehicle to express mind, need energy of prana. What is prana? Is the breath. That means the breath. The prana need the intellect. Your breath need intellect. Then it needs senses, 5 senses: hearing, touching, seeing, feeling and seeing. The intellect needs a vehicle to experience, and you have 5 senses. The 5 senses are the hearing, touching, smelling, feeling and seeing. So how this being used? Object of touch, feel, taste, hear and sees. This is called manifestation. This is called birth of everything. First, consciousness. Mind arises with thought, intellect and object of 5 senses. And how is this separate from the ocean? The consciousness. So this is what we have to understand before we come to know mindfulness. How did we come to our senses? How did we come before senses, the intellect? Where is it arise from? It arises from consciousness. It is the wave arises from the ocean. But we are separating when the wave has appeared and you put a name to it. So you feel like you are separate from the water, from the ocean, but you are not separate from the ocean. So we identify the wave as me, then you suffer. Why? You are a person now. So this we have to understand before mindfulness. Whatever activity we do, there must be something active. Whatever you see, seer, sight, seeing, whatever you know, knower, knowledge, known. So whatever is going on, there must be consciousness to know something going on. There must be consciousness to know there is something going on. When you are active, something knows that you are alive and active, but nobody knows. There is no one as a person inside doing or thinking. It is happening. When you do, you know the doer. You know what to be done and the method of doing. It's all being known as a witness within. You can't escape from this witnessing. You cannot escape from your witnessing. You witness even though you are aware or not. Only when you are aware you know that you are witnessing only. But when you are, most of the time you are not aware that you are witnessing. Even within you, your feelings and sensation which is coming so powerfully, you are not aware most of the time. That is called ignorance. When you are fully aware, you are mindful. Mindful is so helpful for your whole life, because when you are mindful, you know it is appear and disappear. I feel momentarily, but it's gone. But I am not that. If I am the one who is perceiving that, I cannot be what is appearing. You cannot deny that this not being witness. You cannot reject this also. Only you are not aware or aware of this. So this unawareness called ignorance. That's why we are bound. We are not actually bound to anything. Truly we are not bound. Bound means you attach. You are not bound, but we feel like we are bound. Because why? Because of this I, we are separate from the consciousness. So when you are bound, you are very well aware that you are bound. So when you are aware that you are bound, you are not bound. It's how important, how great is this awareness? Is the moment you are aware, you broke that one. You broke apart. Moment you are aware, you are not that. Why? You know that you are bound. When you know you are bound, you are not bound anymore. It's like you going to a psychologist. You say, I am not sick. I'm going to a psychologist. And the psychologist says, do you know that you are not okay? Yes, I am aware that you're okay. That is the first thing they ask you. Moment you say, I know that I'm not okay, I have a problem like this. That's it. Your light is on for your shade. Because you already broke open. Moment your awareness is so strong. The moment you're aware, moment you're mindful, that is open. That means you completely put the light onto the darkness. You're no more with what is appearing. It is an appearance. Even though you're mad, you feel like mad. Because it is only an appearance in your awareness. Because you are aware. This is the key. I do not have to tell you all of this, because this is where you have to catch yourself. Not to go with it as usual as the life goes. If something appears, you're gone, you're finished. Halfway gone, you suffer and you come back. But the moment it comes, be aware, be there. Sometimes you're so angry with your partner or your child, you're so angry, you wanted to do something. Take a deep breath. What you do? You feel like doing something at that moment. Why? Because it so rushes through your blood and veins and everything. You're taken over all over. But what you do? Bring your mindful to this. You feel, the whole body feels that. Every desire, everything is the same. I love that person, I want that person, I want to have it. I am aware. Moment you say I am aware, tuck, is open and separate. Because your consciousness, you're not what that person that is acting and happening and wanting and not wanting and hating and wanting and loving and not hate. All of these are not that person. You're not that person. It is so easy also. But we miss it. Why we miss it? Because it's always here, so natural. You will miss it. Because it's so natural, we miss it. That is also if appearing and disappearing. Where are you going to go? My God, thank God for that. That is the ground which doesn't move. You say even words, even from the words say that I am aware. You say I am aware immediately. Even if you are not aware, you come to know, yeah, I am aware. Ooh, what happened to, what did happen to me before? Ooh, that's okay, don't judge. It's a rush. It's the mind, the feeling, sensation. You're sweating, breathing, the heart is pumping, calms down immediately. Why? The light. You are that light. You are nothing else. And that's a fact. If you look at it, if you ponder on it, you are that light. You are none of these things that you take it to be. Everything appearing in this light. Only thing is that we are missing that light. We are forward, fronting the light. We are the person which is happening. We need to come out of that person immediately and say, I am aware. I am conscious. You break open immediately. Get used to this. Do this every day. Even everything is happening to you. Even happiness. Even in a party. Be aware. Dance. But be aware. Be aware in that. I'm dancing, but I am not dancing. Why? I'm conscious of it. If I'm conscious of it, my body dance. And you can fully enjoy that. That's the beauty of it. You can live life so fully. Because why? You're not attached to that. Because your consciousness, it is only happening, appearing to happen only. It's an appearance in that screen of TV. You are that screen. Whatever happened in that screen is, you also part of it, like a uniform wearing, but you're not that actually. You are the screen which is not moving. That's why you know before, during and after of everything. You're going to know before, during and after of your passing of this body, if you can stay there. My God, where are you? You're boundless, you're timeless, you're spaceless. This is your kingdom of heaven. This is what Christ found out in the cross. Not when he was born. The Christ was reborn. Rebirth was the most precious. Why? That was the recognition when he asked my Father why I am on the cross today. And this came. I am aware that I am on a cross. Then who are you? What am I then? I am conscious of it only. This body is not me. And he showed that. After that he walked on the earth, taking the same body, just an appearance, to show the world, same thing, you are the same as me. And same thing Buddha said, same thing Krishna said, same thing Shiva said, everything said the same thing. This is you. You are that universe which is appearing, all these things inside, all this magnificent of all these particles moving, everything in within you. But you are none of that. You are an appears in you only. Be here. Be strong here. Get used to that. Do it every day. Make yourself get used to that. Let everything come and go. Even the hurt is happening. Let it hurt. Don't be afraid for the hurt. Let it happen. It's because you are alive. You are conscious. That's why you are feeling that. Sometimes I tell my child hit my leg and say, oh mama, it's hurting, it's bleeding. Honey, it's okay darling, you are alive to feel that. Let's put some medicine. First is that. I'm giving that to them. If you're not alive, you won't feel that. Thank you for that. Now work from here, what you have to do for that. This is so important to our generation, to everyone. We are losing the point where what we are. That's why we suffer. This is going beyond your birth and death. You can just sit like this and let this body and the breath stops on your own. Do you know what we are? We have the chance of taking life and stopping life. Because you're conscious. You're not this. You have that power. I stop from here. Thank you so much. Namaste. Thank you.